hustle. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Youngnaires. And if you're a youngin' and you're struggling, it's time to get to hustling. Okay, period. And you already know why we're here. We're trying to encourage and educate our fellow younginaires on the importance of being your own boss and being an entrepreneur. I know y'all don't know what a younginaire is.
Let me clarify.
Okay.
A younginaire is simply a young entrepreneur with a millionaire mindset.
Very sweet.
Very sweet and
Very
simple.
Okay, and we have the coldest people on the podcast, the dopest people on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
So let me tell you who we have today.
Today's guest is a 23-year-old videographer and content creator creating engaging content for businesses to increase their business revenue, Mr. 3D.
How you doing?
Thank you for having.
Yes,
thank you for coming here so much. Sorry, the Bel Air is really getting me, y'all. Like,
3
for real.
episodes
Got
of
my
sipping and
tongue
she's
in
over
it.
here.
What? For real. But tell us a little bit about yourself, where you from, a little background story.
Yes.
Got you. So 3D is a 23-year-old entrepreneur, like I said. I actually come from Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Philly in a single-parent household. My mom and my grandma raised me. And today, I help entrepreneurs create high-value content to, attract audience through like engaging content.
I love that. When did you come to Atlanta?
I came to Atlanta like 2 years now. I
Oh,
want to
really?
say.
You
Yeah.
kind of
you're
still
a
new
little
here.
Yeah. a little bit.
So, what drew you to videography? Like, what was the moment when you were like, I'm going to be a videographer?
It's a funny story, right? So even though like I don't really have a relationship with my dad and stuff, like I talked to him here and there, and I knew that he actually did photography like before I was born,
Yeah.
right? And he had to stop because like he actually had my sister or whatnot, so he stopped doing that, and then later on in life he had me, and growing up where I came from, I used to take pictures of my friends growing up. They always used to say I took the best picture, so it kind of just fell in my lap. You feel me? Yeah.
When you started, how difficult was it for you to start getting some clientele?
So it definitely was a process, because as a creative, like we always just want to create. We don't never think about the business side of things. So I was always like shooting my friends' music videos or just shooting us at the studio and things like that.
Yeah.
So like getting clients was like, it wasn't really something I was worrying about. I was just more so worrying about being creative.
Yes.
But then when I finally found a mentor, like in 2019, my brother, he had actually sent me his page. I checked him out because I always told him like, yo, I want to really learn this stuff and like learn the business side. You know what I'm saying? So he sent me his page. I invested to him, and then like that's when I was really able to like get my first client working with a business owner that's actually from Philly as well too.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just changed my whole life experience.
Yeah, I love that it strictly started out with just being creative at first, and then it kind of just flourished. Like the money always comes afterwards. You just gotta have the dream. After the passion, it always comes.
For sure.
So, what are some qualities do you think a good videographer should have?
So I feel like a videographer, like, to be honest, like it's definitely about shooting, being creative, and getting a shot, but also guiding your clients throughout the process. So actually directing them. So most people that's getting the videographers and stuff like that, most of the videographers may just be shooting the content.
Yeah.
The client has to come up with all the questions and stuff like that. But in reality, it's up to us to be able to come up with the strategies, come up with the content for our clients. So we make their job 10 times easier. All they got to do is focus on their skill set. And we focus on ours, which is, creating a strategy and shooting their content.
Yeah. So you said you did kind of have a little like mentor or something. So do you had professional like training in the background, and do you think it's important for people to always have professional training when it comes to videography, or should they like, you can learn it on your own type situation, like
so
how do you feel about that?
You can definitely learn it on your own. Some people are gifted with the passion. I feel like myself, I was gifted with the
Lord.
You feel me? With the creativity of doing it, because everybody is creative in their own way. For example, y'all creative. Y'all started this podcast. Y'all in front of the camera, bringing up different topics, different people. That takes creativity, So it's just really about being creative. But if you want to really go the extra mile, it's about getting a mentor. Like think about it. If you go somewhere, you need a GPS to get there.
Right.
So I look at a mentor as like a GPS to get you to where you want to be.
That's a soundbite right there. He did it. I love when they do that.
So who are these mentors that some of the mentors that you've had?
So my main mentor, his name is Brandon Shot Me. That's the first person that I invested into.
I think I've seen his Instagram. Brandon. I think I've seen his Instagram.
So he taught me like the business side of photography and videography and things like that. And then I have other mentors like Nehemiah Davis, Nikki Sanders, it's a bunch of different entrepreneurs that I just look up to as mentors, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to, so a lot of people feel like you got to have a physical mentor, but in reality, it's like you can have a mentor virtually, you know what I'm saying? So like if you just study people online, look at the things that they do, you can learn from them and like learn the things that they are doing that have got them to get to where they are.
Yeah, and YouTube University never hurt
Facts.
nobody.
Never hurt a soul.
Never hurt nobody. So describe a time where you like completely messed up. Like it was so bad on your end, and how did you fix it? How'd you get out of it?
So it's crazy. Something recent happened. I'm not gonna say the name of the people, but I had a client.
We're gonna keep it classy. We're gonna keep it classy.
That's a name drop, I guess.
But no, so they had dropped the podcast, and the podcast dropped, but it was like only half of the episode. And something that I learned is like trust yourself, but always verify. So because I just trusted myself, I didn't actually verify all the way. I thought it was cool. But then when they dropped the episode on this platform, it was like, they called me like, yo, 3D, it's only half of the episode. So I'm like, damn. So I had to figure out what things can I do. But then they finally decided they'll split up the episode into 2 parts.
Right.
Because the views were going crazy on that particular episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they split the episode up, and that's how we solved the problem. But to anybody that's watching this, make sure you trust, but always verify whenever you're doing anything in life.
Right.
Yeah.
Be confident in yourself,
That's,
but maybe
that's
double
so
check.
funny that you said that though, because that literally happened to me. Because I'm the one who's like putting the intros and stuff. I'm nowhere as good as anybody at all. I'm learning as YouTube University too. But I did that one time and it uploaded, and only half the episode uploaded, and I was like mortified. I was like, why? It was so good too, and I had to split it up into 2 different parts. I was like, I should have verified. I should have verified.
And it's a learning experience.
It
so
is.
It's like,
I always check now. It only happened to me one time, bro. It only happened to me one time.
For sure.
So if you could go back 5 years, knowing what you know now, is there anything that you would do differently?
5 years.
Yep. You could keep the same information that you got. Like your brain is still the same, but you go back 5 years.
So you said I can keep the same information that I got?
You got
still
the same,
keep
all the same stuff in the noggin, just 5 years younger.
That's crazy. I said it at the same time.
We do that all the time.
If I was 5 years, so basically what would I tell my younger self 5 years ago?
Yeah.
So I started off, I actually was like getting into entrepreneurship 5 years ago. So I started my brand. This is my clothing brand I started with my brother.
Shout out. Why didn't you say that before? I would have been shout out.
So we started our brand Analiba like in 2017 after losing 2 friends to gun violence. So we decided to, create products for the environment instead of becoming products of our environment. Yep.
I love that.
So yeah, we come from Philly, and it's a lot of stuff that go on out there, and a lot of people think about retaliation, but we thought like, how can we do something different to be able to like show people that it's possible,
Yeah.
But what I would tell myself is just stay the course. Don't get discouraged by anything. Just stay in the right mindset. Surround yourself around the right people to get you to the next level.
I love that. But you said you started out with photography and taking pictures. So how did you switch over? Like, what was it about videography that was like, I'm gonna stick with this one?
So it's crazy. I actually was scared to get in videography at one point because so it's a funny story. So when I first started in the content creating space, I was actually editing off my phone for like 2 years. So people would be like, yo, you edit this off your phone? I'm like, yeah. They were like, yo, this is fire. So, cause I was always scared to start editing on my laptop. And before that point, like before I got a laptop, I just couldn't afford a laptop, you know what I'm saying? So I was just utilizing my cell phone. But then when I got the opportunity it took me about like a month to actually start editing on the laptop because I was just nervous because I didn't know how it would be for me. I knew it would be different. Yeah. But what really got me into videography is just like, they say pictures is worth 1,000, but imagine how many video is worth. So I just understand like video really lasts. A picture lasts forever, but a video lasts way longer than a picture, in my opinion.
Yeah, I do. It do hit the heart a little bit more when you
more
see a
emotional.
video.
Yeah,
definitely.
You can connect with it more through video rather than picture.
Yeah, I love that.
Was your mom and your parents supportive of you becoming an entrepreneur?
So, like I said earlier, I don't really like have a close relationship with my father, but my mom, she wasn't really with it at one point because I dropped out of college as well too. So I went to community college for like a month or two, but I was able to go there for free. It's just like I just felt like the environment wasn't really for me. Right. So when I left, I put the I forgot what it's called, but you put this little thing inside of the computer and let them know that you're not coming back, because I was there for free. But I just felt like I could just work there. I could just work, build my money up, buy my first camera and things like that. So at first she wasn't really supportive, but now she was able to see me like travel the world, work with these different entrepreneurs. She seen how my mindset changed from when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? So now she's super proud of what I'm doing.
That's so dope. And also for the other Youngnaires who don't have like support at all, like whatsoever, like what would you tell them? Like parents who are like shoving college down their throat, like what would you tell them, like to get them a little bit motivated to just get out there and do something?
So follow your heart. Just do what you feel like is right. So in that process, when my mom was telling me like, no, I want you to go to college, like I felt a type of way because it's my mom. She raised me and things like that. But I knew what I really wanted. So if you feel, because your gut don't lie, you know. So if you feel something in your heart, you feel something in your gut, just go with that intuition, because it will lead you in the right direction.
With that mic drop right there. I think
it's hilarious.
Pie time. Wow, Pernell. Thank you. That was really good. That was really good.
She an artist? You sing as well? No? Oh.
Don't give her that much credit. Don't
give that me up. You'll be seeing me next to her.
Please, you will see her doing karaoke on the Instagram and stuff now. Absolutely not. But with Pie Time, we got a little bit more like rapid questions, just more for some motivation towards the other. Ooh, my cup just broke.
Thank you.
Girl. I know. The Bel Air is Bel Airing today, like really,
your own strike.
really, really good. So yeah, we just have a couple questions more, not specifically catered towards your field, but just more about entrepreneurship as a whole. So let's get right into that.
Well, this one is, when you were a kid, like, what did you want to be? Like, when you grew up, was videographer anywhere on the list?
So, let me put the pod down real quick. So, I wanted to be a lot of things. I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a boxer, because I used to box in the gym when I was a kid. I wanted to be a social worker, because I knew I liked to help people. And like, I don't know if y'all used to watch Disney Channel growing up, but
well, we weren't allowed for a while, but we got around to it eventually.
Right. So it was this commercial that used to come on TV all the time, and they say like, call this number so you could be on TV. So like, I wanted to be an actor as well too.
Oh, I think I know what you're
You know what I'm saying?
about.
So I wanted to be an actor as well on TV. Like I used to like reenact little stuff like on a porch with my family and things like that. My mom would be like, act like it's the cops coming or something. I jump over the gate, just do something funny, you know. But it's crazy that now I'm actually behind the camera, so it's still a form of acting in a sense, you know. But I'm behind the camera, and I can also get in front of the camera whenever I want to shoot myself, or
full circle.
whenever I want to shoot myself.
So, what's a pro and a con of being an entrepreneur?
So the pro of being an entrepreneur is that you're able to do whatever you want. Like you don't gotta be on anybody else's time but yourself. The con, well, I don't really think there's no con. It's just really being consistent and just like really dedicating time into yourself. Because a lot of people that work 9 to 5s, they're used to like a structure at work and stuff like that and following the system. But like in entrepreneurship, you got to actually create your own system, create your own schedule. So it's like, it'd be a lot harder to do those things because we're so used to working for other people.
Exactly.
Keeping yourself accountable.
Because then when you work in a 9 to 5, you go in and they just give you the job.
Right.
When you're an entrepreneur, you got to be the person who writes everything down, writes the to-do list, and then you have to actually implement the to-do list. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak, y'all.
And that's what what you saying?
I was just saying, not for everybody.
Right. But no, that's something I'm working on. Just working on becoming more organized and like scheduling out my day. Like I do it and then I might stop, but like just building the consistency of that. Because like I said, like we just so used to how like the work system would be. They already got the organization for you. It's just about teaching yourself. But in school, those things was never taught. So it's like now we got to unlearn and relearn basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Do you have like a daily or a morning routine that you stick to? And if so, like how important do you think it is to have?
So morning routine is super important. So me and my brother, we created an ebook like I want to say 2 years ago. So we dropped it on my birthday and stuff, but it basically consists of like...
Wait, when's your birthday? Sorry.
May 20th.
Wait, are you a Taurus?
Taurus, yeah.
Okay, I love a Taurus. Yay! Hey.
You a Taurus?
Yep. Shout out to Taurus.
Shout out
Chris
to
is a
the
Shout out to
Taurus.
you, bro.
Taurus gang. Love y'all.
But no, so it consists of 7 habits. So basically, when you first wake up, you just, give gratitude. Thank God for being allowed to see another day. So after the gratitude, you go into your meditation.
Yep.
Meditation can be whatever it is. Like, you can listen to sounds, you can pray, whatever that meditation is for you. It can be a guided meditation, whatever the case may be. The third thing is affirmation. So always affirming the good into yourself. So many people say bad things about themselves, not knowing that words have power. So when you continuously say things to yourself, negative or positive, that will be the outcome of your situation. So after your affirmations, visualization, or future gazing, what I like to call it, and just seeing yourself where you want to be at.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, and it's crazy, I just seen this video, Brad Lee, he had put it out, but he was saying something about like an experiment that they did with basketball players, and it was a certain amount of basketball players that practiced with the ball, and there was another amount of basketball players that practiced without the ball. The basketball players that practiced without the ball was a higher percentage of them actually making a shot because they visualized it. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it just proved to you that like future gazing or visualizing where you want to be at, that's one hack to help you get to where you want to be.
Wow. Do you journal at all or do anything like that?
Yes, you journal as well. Like you write out what you're grateful for. You write out what will make today great, and you write out your affirmations as well too.
Yeah.
You read. And
I need to do better.
Yeah, read like 30 minutes to an hour. You read 30 minutes to an hour. Damn, that's crazy. I should probably never drink that gin. That was crazy.
You only took like 2 sips too. It didn't take that much.
I like everybody to be loose, you know?
Exercise, and then after you exercise, you tap into your craft. So like for me, for example, I do videography or editing or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, like we stick to our morning routine. Like if I fall off my morning routine, I feel like my whole day is off.
Facts. So what are y'all morning routines?
Kind of the same thing.
Basically,
like we wake up and then pray, manifest / meditate, journal, and then we hit the gym.
Yeah. And then we come back.
That's
and
important.
then we get to work.
Yeah.
Facts.
We didn't know there was a system in place.
Yeah, I
already.
didn't know.
That's just what we've been doing.
Right.
Might need to get the ebook or something.
Right. Because maybe we're doing something
wrong.
But this next question, I'm interested. So we've all been hearing about like AI and stuff coming up, and are you more scared
Are we
or
scared?
excited?
Are we excited about what's going on about the AI situation?
I like AI. I actually utilize AI.
Really?
For sure. But it's like you don't want to be in it so much where you have to depend on it, you know? Like, there's so many things that's coming out. Like, they even got AI for, like, when you texting people. Like,
Yeah.
so if you using AI to text people back, that's not a real emotion coming from you. It's coming from a bot or artificial intelligence.
That is very, very, very true.
That's the scary
I was
part.
watching this movie the other day, and like the AI, it was like a futuristic movie, and like you would walk into the store and they would scan your eyes and be like, "Oh, hi Soleil, you're back for another pair of jeans." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
But I
that's
could see
crazy.
stuff like that happening,
That's,
and
that's
that
what's
would be
gonna
scary.
happen. That's so scary to me. I don't like that at all.
I don't like it at all. It's
whatsoever.
So have y'all been utilizing AI in, like,
But
your
I
business?
have been, like I use ChatGPT to write some emails.
Don't tell on yourself too much, girl.
I said emails. I haven't talked about school yet, so.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Because she's
Damn.
homeschooled, so
Right.
we gon', you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait.
Keep it down low. I feel you.
But you picking up what I'm putting down.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Makes
but
it a tad easier.
a
That's all I'm gonna say.
smidgen. But yeah, thank you so much for
Thank
giving
you.
us
Oh
your
my
time.
God.
Before we head out, make sure you drop your Instagram so the people know
Yeah,
where to
for
find
those.
you, and then also drop like a gem, a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of
Inspiration,
motivation,
anything.
knowledge, anything you want to leave the people with before we head out.
Yes.
Okay. So y'all can follow me on Instagram at 3D Visuals, 3DEE Visuals with an S. And also, if you're an entrepreneur looking at this, a young entrepreneur or a grown entrepreneur, you can DM me the words content, and we can have a consultation with myself or my team to, help you out through your journey of creating engaging content to help you grow in your business and engage with your audience. And some words of encouragement is pretty much what I was saying earlier. Like, just follow your heart. Follow your intuition. Don't really care what people have to say about your journey because it's your journey. If it feels right for you, then that's what you do. If it don't do it. But just continue to follow your heart, follow your intuition, and just stay tapped in.
Yeah, love it. Another mic drop, sir. Yes, sir. With that being said, if you're a youngin'
And you're struggling.
it's time to get to hustling.
Yes, it is.
Okay, we'll see you guys on the next episode of Youngnaire. Bye.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.